Another 60-second tattoo review, here we go! This tattoo was sent in by Olivia, and you can find her online, Swedish Swordfish, on Instagram there. She's also a content creator here on TikTok, and I definitely recommend going and checking out her stuff. She's got some amazing artwork, a real versatility to her work. She does a lot of brilliant color stuff. Now, if you want to find her studio, she is the owner of Bohemian Ink Studio right there on Instagram, and it is in Brazil, Indiana. If you guys live out there, I definitely recommend giving her a shout. Now, let's break it down. This tattoo, right off the bat, it's a simple but very clean tattoo. It's on the wrist there, and this is a nightmare area to work with, very delicate skin, and I think she did an incredible job. The line work here is very smooth on this art there, and on the bottom here, very smooth, medium bold line work, and the color work especially stood out to me because she used a lot of different textures of what I call the dirty greens, the dirty browns, and you can see all these textures she did up here to create this kind of rustic, gnarly, old look to this piece. Now, I'll go over to the healed version so you can see how well those healed. You can see the textures even better. Those are very similar tones, those browns and greens. So the fact that they differentiate from each other and they stand out and they give it that exact feel she was going for, I gotta give the color work here a 9.5 out of 10. Now, the only reason I am not scoring that higher is because if I go over here, you'll notice that there's an edge on the bridge of the nose there that's a really light edge down here on the lip. But when we go over to the healed version, they kind of fade out. They're not as bright. So I think there could have been some highlight tones in there just to bring this thing to life a little bit more, give it more of a 3D effect. But otherwise, it is a very beautiful piece. Now, the line work, again, beautiful. I'm going to score that a 9.5 out of 10 as well because it is near perfect. Right here, I thought was an error after it healed, that it didn't heal well, but when I go back, you can see she was purposely leaving gaps to give it that old kind of rustic beat up look, and so she pulled it off really well. It came out very clean. Now for the healing, again, it healed beautifully. I have no complaints. The saturation game is on point. Everything is great. The only thing it's missing to me is those highlight tones. Otherwise, it's got a nice light source. Everything held up very, very well. So for the healing, I'm also going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. So overall, this one gets a 9.5 out of 10 from me. It's a very beautiful piece, you guys. It shows a lot of talent in her work. Now, I wish she would have submitted this one off of her portfolio. This one's absolutely stunning. Realism Eagle, beautiful stuff. Or even this one, a watercolor Darth Maul. Oh, I love it. She had some really phenomenal work. I absolutely recommend going and checking her out, guys. Let her know how you'd rate her tattoo down in the comments below. Otherwise, if you want to know how your tattoo rates, just send it in.